As you guys can see, I'm making a whole mess with this glitter. I wanted to come back to putting in the glitter because I found a method that kind of works a little bit better. I just put some on the top, and if you just tap it kind of gently and just move the cup around so it doesn't go over this side instead of trying to use the baggie to get it in, it seems to work a tad bit better. So we have been going at it probably for about 20, maybe 30 minutes now. Of just the tapping and minus the mess on my counter. This is how much glitter we have in it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more just as I like, I guess, a lot of glitter in mine. And I'm not using any fine glitter in this one. It's just the chunky. So I don't know. We'll see how well it turns out. And I will do another video for my next one as soon as the glitter comes in. I know this video is not the best. I just had so many people asking me about how to do it. And my husband happened to bring home 2 cups. So we're just kind of improvising. This one with the, it's white or red and blue, and then I'm adding the silver as like a white to hopefully make it more like America themed. I'm planning on putting red, white, and blue sunflowers on it, I think. Or maybe one of the sunglasses skulls that is red, white, and blue with the mom bun or something. I'm not too sure. You can let me know in the comments what you guys think might look good. Also, please put any questions in the comments. I will try to get back to them as soon as possible to see if I can help, because these tumblers are super easy, and I'll do anything I can to help you guys figure it out. But like I said, we're just tapping and turning so it doesn't go over the edge like it did all over my counter already. This even works. I found that that made more of a mess. But the tapping method seems to work pretty easy, and you can angle it down a little bit more to get it all to go to the corner, and then turn it whichever way you need to get the glitter to go in. This is kind of a messy thing for me anyway. I'm just used to not making such a mess. If you've made one of these and you have a better method for adding in the glitter, please let me know, because I mean, if we can make it less messy, that'd be great. I'm sure my husband would appreciate not as much glitter all over the counter, the floors, everywhere. I think he's just come to accept the fact that glitter is a part of our daily lives and it is not going anywhere. We're gonna add more of the red and blue. I really like this glitter. I really like glitter glams. They seem to be pretty reasonably priced, and they always seem to have a pretty good selection. I'm really loving this Glitter Heart company. She said yes. That's the first time I bought anything from them. But I will definitely be ordering in the future. I kind of forgot where I ordered that one from, but it's become such a staple in my cups that I need to order some more. But it's lasted me quite a while, and I put a little bit of it in quite a few of my tumblers. We're just tapping away. Feel free to skip through my tappity taps if you want. After we get this cap full of glitter in, we're gonna start adding the water and glycerin. I was told to mix it half and half. I already have 2 ounces plus 30 milliliters of water in my container. I'm gonna add the glycerin here in just a minute, and I'll show you guys how to mix in that. You will need a syringe. I've seen a few videos where they use a curved syringe. I don't have one, so I just used a regular syringe and was able to get it to work pretty well by tilting the bottle so that there's still airflow going in. If you just stick it in there completely, it's not going to work very well, and it's going to kick a lot of the water glycerin mix out. But if you tilt it, it tends to work a little bit better. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. I just got to get all this glitter in. Almost done. Almost got it. I'm loving the way that this shines in my ring light. It's absolutely gorgeous. So tedious and time consuming. I think this is the worst part. I would love to be able to figure out how to do it where it doesn't take as much time, but can't really get a funnel into where, at least to where I drilled the hole. I don't know if people are drilling it closer to the edge. I was worried about drilling it too close and cracking the cup, which is why my placement is where it is. But I think that's pretty much where everybody's been placing theirs too. If you do add fine glitter, I would say a little bit goes a long way. In my other cup, it kind of clumped at the top. When I mix it up, it does pretty well. But when it's just sitting there, it's just kind of clumped all right here, but it does mix pretty well. It's just not going to do because I have a whole bunch of water and I can't really shake it up all that well. So we're going to move this to the side. In this, we have that 2 ounces plus 30 milliliters of water, and add the glycerin. I'm going to add the same amount, so we're going to fill it up to the 2 ounces, and then again to the 30. I think this might actually be too much. I'm just using an old epoxy stick to get all of this out. I'm going to stir it up. That's gonna go swimming. We're gonna fill it up to the 30. Also, I got this glycerin on Amazon. It was like 12 bucks. I have Amazon Prime, and it did get here in like 3 days. I know it should be 2, but we gotta cut the postal service some slack. So it does look a little cloudy. You just want to keep mixing it. Some of the glitter for that fell over the counter fell in, which is fine. It'll still work with the syringe. So this is my syringe. It's just a normal medical syringe that you get from like the Tylenol bottles. I'm gonna draw it up. And we're gonna take the cup. We're gonna tilt it and put it in the hole so it falls down. By tilting it, it helps the water fall through all the way to the bottom of the cup. And here you can see the fluid in there. You can cover the hole and give it a shake. Make sure that all the glitter is getting moist. Go in with syringe number 2. Pulling up syringe number 3. I think this syringe is only 10 milliliters. It's an old one and some of the numbers have worn off. If it clogs, like this one just did, you can pull up on the water that's on the lid, kind of give it a tap, and that one just kind of got an air bubble. And then go back at it. Be sure to tilt it. The tilt definitely helps the water to go in. It's always good to have a napkin around. We are going to need one for the end because we want to dry this off before putting that Gorilla Glue epoxy onto the bottom of the cup. That Gorilla Glue epoxy, though, I'm going to warn you, smells so bad. I didn't read the box about whether or not the smell is super bad for you. I don't think it's super great. It would be best to do it in a large room and not like a bedroom, something with a little more ventilation. Just be warned, it's smelly. This one keeps spitting out water. But like, see guys, it's starting to float pretty good in there. If at any point you decide that you want to add more glitter, you definitely can through the same hole that we did before. I would just make sure that you dry off the opening. So it's just a little easier. Sorry for the background noise. My kids are deciding they don't want to go to sleep. And Daddy has to go in and tell them. At this point, I'm going to put my finger over the side, give it a little shake. Look at how pretty it is. Oh, it's going to look so good when it's done. Pull up on the syringe again. Add some more glitter. There's more water, glycerin mix. And again, that is 50-50. I don't know where I read that, but I think somebody else posted something about making one. And that's what they used. You're just making a whole mess. It doesn't want to go in. Sometimes you have to switch up your angle. There's a whole bunch of glitter right here, and I think that's why it's not going in very well. I'm kind of being pushed out. For that one, to get it to go in, I just made a tighter seal. Usually that doesn't work, so I'm really surprised that it did. Also, my hole is about the size of the syringe. I don't know what drill bit I used. It was just one that we have lying around for pre-drilling into our sheetrock. Keep going. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna scoop all this glitter that's all over my counter into this because it's going in with the fluid pretty well, except it's all sticking to my hand. You gotta love playing with glitter, right? That's why we all do this. I'm gonna pull it more. My syringe is big enough so it's not bothered by the glitter being in the water. I'm gonna keep going. You can put in as much liquid as you want. I don't like them with a whole bunch of air bubbles, so I'm going to keep going until it is 100% full. But that's just a personal preference. I've seen them where they're probably about this full, and I'm sure it probably helps the glitter move a little bit more. I just prefer less air bubbles. I think air bubbles are inevitable. Just with the nature, there's where it's stuck, where the glitter isn't getting necessarily wet yet, and there's going to be some that just kind of doesn't really mix well until it's all the way done. And we're just going to keep doing this. We're almost full. Where'd the hole go? The hole kind of disappeared on me. Let's suck up what's on this cat on the bottom here. And that's because I'm able to get the syringe in the hole, which I didn't know I was able to do actually. And so the pressure is just building up, and that's why it's making those bubbles at the end. So I'm actually sticking the syringe in the hole. And I can feel the pressure in the syringe from pushing it in, and there's no, that didn't work. Where there's no air to kind of aerate it. We are just about at the top. For the top, I like to do it a little different just because I don't like those air bubbles. I'm going to tilt it so the hole is here and put it in this way so it fills up more. And so that angle helps get more, and I do it until that happens, because that way I know it's 100% full. And then you can just kind of dump out what fell out. This is what we got. So you're gonna get a napkin because you're gonna want to dry all this off. Dry this really good. And so here's our hole here. We are going to mix equal parts of this epoxy glue. This little tray is full because I've made 2 already, so I'm going to flip it over and use this side to mix. It says to mix for 20 seconds. I'm going to mix for probably about that long, and then I'm gonna let it sit just a little bit so it becomes a little bit thicker. No, I made way too much. You want to clean these after the fact and put this back on. It will snap back into place, and then you mix this up. This stuff smells horrible. Mix, it's going to become like this opaque white. It will eventually turn a little bit clearer. I honestly don't worry about bubbles in it. That could be the wrong way to do it, but it doesn't seem like heating it up is such a great idea. And keep stirring. I know some people just fill the hole. I'm gonna put it a little bit more than just the hole and just kind of do the area around it, just because I'm paranoid that it might fall out. And so we're gonna do it kind of over the bottom, and then after it dries, which takes about an hour to be dry to the touch, after that, that's when I put the E6000 on it, just because this is water resistant. The other one is waterproof, and I'd rather just be safe and know that there's an extra backup plan. So I'm going to take this, we're going to get a scoop, and we're going to start kind of next to the hole here. Our hole is here, and we're going to spread it around. Yes, some goes into the hole. I haven't had the issue where it goes down into the cup. I just kind of keep putting it on. I'm going to, except now it's doing it. I'm gonna add more and just kind of keep doing it to the whole bottom of the cup, just because I'm a little paranoid. And so we're just gonna smooth it out. You can't really feel it underneath the cup after the fact. It's kind of up to you how much you put in, but this has worked for me, and I feel like it looks a little bit better than just the plug. At least the whole bottom is uniform. And then we're just gonna let that sit until the morning. I don't think you guys need to see me put the other stuff in, but yeah, that's how we have it. I'm gonna go around and just clean up this edge here, and that's it. You let it sit, you let it dry. That's what the hole looks like now, and you clean up the fantastic mess you made all over your counter, because I have glitter everywhere. Thanks for tuning in and watching me do this. Hopefully it helps. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I'll do what I can to help. Thanks so much.